Welcome to College Sport Check Basketball, presented by Long Island's Community Radio for this Friday, November 18th. Scores and schedule. First, we'll take a look at the scores with the College Sport Check Basketball scoreboard, and here it is, a recap from Thursday. And it's Villanova defeating Western Michigan 76-65. Oregon defeats Valparaiso 76-54. Wisconsin over Chicago State 69-51. Xavier over Missouri 83-82. Nicholls State defeats Mississippi College 86-55. Wake Forest over UTEP 103-81. Louisville over Long Beach State 88-56. University of Northern Iowa defeats Arizona State 82-63. Central Florida over Mississippi State 86-51. Arkansas State over Georgetown 78-72. Actually got to watch that game last night. Arkansas almost blew it because they were getting fouled. Crazy fouls in the second half, man, so almost. Abilene Christian defeats New Hampshire 65-57. UNC Asheville over South Carolina Upstate 73-57. Hampton defeats Chowan College 70-69. Central Michigan over Mary Grove 107-58. Akron over American University 72-62. Massachusetts defeats Temple 70-67. George Washington over Arkansas Pine Bluff 68-44. Florida A&M defeats Johnson, Florida 100-91. College of Charleston defeats Boise State 60-47. College Sport Check Basketball scoreboard. Ohio State defeating Providence 72-67. Charlotte over East Carolina 76-64. Georgia defeating Furman 84-78. Ellen over South Florida 74-61. Appalachian State over Warren Wilson 119-51. Yale over Lehigh 89-81. Oklahoma defeating Tulane 89-70. Lafayette over New Jersey Tech 84-83. SMU defeats Pittsburgh 76-67. Harvard over Fisher 78-51. Florida defeating St. Bonaventure 73-66. Savannah State over Middle. Georgia State 101-93. University of Maryland over St. Mary's, Maryland 93-45. Buffalo defeating Nazareth 85-38. Morgan State over Wilmington, Delaware 88-73. Sam Houston State over Southern University 91-83. Texas defeating Eastern Washington 85-52. And go Raging Cajuns, Louisiana Lafayette defeating Oklahoma Panhandle 117-47. St. Louis over Eastern Illinois 74-69. Grambling over North Carolina A&T 59-55. Alabama Birmingham over Troy 74-51. Dakota defeats Doane 80-46. Missouri State defeats Fontbonne 100-27. Some more scores here. Tennessee Tech defeating Alabama A&M 95-61. Rutgers over DePaul 66-59. Northern Arizona over Benedictine Messiah 91-63. Auburn over Eastern Kentucky 85-64. Colorado defeating Louisiana Monroe 89-70. Seton Hall over Iowa 91-83. BYU defeating Coppin State 96-59. Michigan over Marquette 79-61. Pepperdine defeating Weber State 85-79. Connecticut defeating Loyola Marymount 65-62. UC Davis over Holy Names 89-75. Cal State Dominican Hills defeating San Jose State 74-69. Portland State defeats George Fox 113-81. Sacramento State over Antelope Valley 82-64. UCLA defeating San Diego 88-68. And finally Washington defeating Cal State Fullerton 104-88. Check out the Indie Music Showcase at Long Island's Community Radio, communityradioli.com. Click the Indie Music button. And if you're a Long Island resident and you're looking for something to do this weekend, check out the all-new Long Island Post, also available at communityradioli.com. All right, so let's take a look what's going on for Friday. for your basketball viewing. All right, starting at 2 o'clock, okay, with Howard and IUPUI on ESPN3. At 3 o'clock, Ole Miss takes on Oral Roberts on the CBS Sports Network. At 6 o'clock, it's Montana and North Carolina State, and that also is on the CBS Sports Network. Then we head on over to 6:30. It's South Carolina State and South Carolina on the SEC Network. And then at 7 o'clock, I got 7 games here for 7 o'clock for tonight. USC taking on Texas A&M on the SEC Network. Georgia State and Purdue on the Big Ten Network. Winthrop and Florida State, ACC Network. Loyola Maryland taking on Notre Dame. Monmouth and Syracuse, those also on the ACC Network. And then 2 games on ESPN3, Citadel and Stetson. Well, you're supposed to call it the Citadel. I just learned that today. I was like, all right. It's the Citadel taking on Stetson. And then Delaware taking on Miami of Ohio. Those are games 7 o'clock, ESPN3. Taking a look now at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. It's University of Texas, Arlington, and Arkansas, North Florida, and LSU. Norfolk State and Vanderbilt. Those are set for SEC Network. Also for 8 o'clock, Detroit taking on Illinois on ESPN3. Ohio taking on Georgia Tech on the ACC Network. Coppin State taking on Utah from the John M. Huntsman Center, Salt Lake City. That is on the Pac-12 Network. Also for 8 o'clock, Siena and Kansas. Kansas ranked number 7. That's going to be on ESPN3. Also on ESPN3 at 8 o'clock, Southeast Missouri State and Bradley Northeastern State taking on Stephen F. Austin. And then at 8:30, Bryant and number 14 Gonzaga, ESPN3. And then we head on over to 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, it's Ball State taking on Alabama on the SEC Network. St. John's in Minnesota on the Big Ten Network. New Mexico State and New Mexico on ESPN3. Then at 10 o'clock, it's Sacred Heart taking on number 10 Arizona on the Pac-12 Network. And then Oregon State taking on Nevada, and that's going to be on ESPN3. All right, taking a quick look what's going on for Saturday. Just a rundown. Savannah State taking on Memphis, Grambling and Providence, Penn State and Duke, Moorhead State taking on Evansville, Rhode Island and Cincinnati, Austin Peay and Miami, Ohio, Penn and Miami, Florida, New Orleans and Tulsa, Trinity Baptist and Furman, Colgate and NJIT, Marist and Brown, Missouri, St. Louis and Indiana State, VMI and Virginia Tech, Rider taking on South Florida, Louisiana Tech and Nebraska, Albany and Grand Canyon. And those are the Saturday games. I'm really waiting for those big time Saturday games because in football, then you get the big juicy Saturday schedules, right? So that's what I'm waiting for right there. Okay, so we'll be here tomorrow in the morning and 10:45. So check us out online, on demand, anytime. It's College Sport Check Basketball, available at Long Island's Community Radio. Click the College Sport Check button. This is Manny A. from New York. Have a good one.